My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Today is March 2nd, 2023. It is 1:22 a.m. So I have several tweets to share with you, and I think most of them have to do with the same thing. It's just different tweets, people, different ideas. We get to see what some of the squads are talking about in terms of that same topic. That's regarding Frogmore, where Harry and Meghan have been evicted. All right, so new subscribers, welcome. And I posted something on my community board where I'm creating a new backup channel because I've been having some issues here. It's hard to explain, but I felt like I should start creating another one. This is sickening. But let's go on Twitter. All right, so this is the first one. I bookmarked this, but it starts over here. Alright, so this is Omid. Barred from access to police security, there's just one space that meets the Sussex's security needs when visiting the UK, Frogmore Cottage. Soon, that will no longer be an option. So, I'm not gonna read this article, but they really mean harm to these little. The only thing I could see in my eyes, when there's dictators being chased out of a country, and then they usually do it at night, and I'm seeing that image of that news person is talking about it, even though the person is not next to them. They're whispering, they are in the studio, they're whispering about the images that they are seeing, and I'm seeing them fleeing. Again, not Harry and Meghan, but certain dictators, when they're running out of the country, but they have to flee in the middle of the night. This is what I'm seeing here. That time will come. Charles and Camilla and all this, that time will come. So they mean harm to these two. But anyway, let's continue. Let's start all over. Barred from access to police security, there's just one space that meets the Sussex's security needs when visiting the UK, Frogmore Cottage. Soon, that will no longer be an option. The inside story of King Charles' cruel, that's end quote, eviction of Harry and Meghan. All right, so you could look for it. It's uk.news.yahoo.com. All right. So let's see here. There's 1800 plus. Let me see if I could. All right. Says a spokesperson for Harry and Meghan, quote, "We can confirm the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been requested to vacate their residence at Frogmore Cottage." But if I'm not mistaken, okay, but let's read, because I think there's other tweets that make reference to that. All right. There are plenty of suites in Windsor Castle. They visit once every couple of years, wedding, funerals, and coronation. They don't need a house standing empty to do it. Think of it as your parents turning your bedroom into a study when you leave home. There's the thumbs up. But they forgot. Harry and Meghan pay for the renovation. Okay. Oh, there's that Melissa Murray, the professor. Except you didn't pay to renovate your bedroom and your parents have. Yeah. I'm wondering if there's gonna be some. I could just see Harry and Meghan just leave it alone as just being them as Charles and Camilla, whoever's making that decision, as them being petty. But I will ask for the money back if this is the way they're treating it. From my understanding, wasn't there some sort of a agreement for how long they're gonna be there or something like a lease or something like that? Where they made some arrangement with, what's her name, Eugenie or something. I don't know. That was the mindset that I had when Eugenie and Jack were staying there. And I thought maybe they made some sort of arrangement because it was theirs, meaning Harry and Meghan, to be there. and then they made some sort of agreement with Eugenie or something. But then again, it was just me talking in terms of how I think things could have been or probably happened. So who knows? But Harry and Meghan probably knew about this a long time ago, but those two are making it public now to, I don't know, distract, that kind of thing. All right, so there's 76 comment on this. Let's see here. Okay, with British taxpayers' money, British taxpayers, £2.4 million, $3.2 million, the cost of renovating their UK home. But Harry and Meghan pay for it back with their own money. They had already left. Let's see here. They repaid the renovation cost from their private fund. Yeah, she came with receipt. There's NewYorkTimes.com. Harry and Meghan repaid $3.2 million for home renovation. The couple had pledged to refund taxpayers for work on Frogmore Cottage after giving up royal duties in January. And I guess they're not paying attention, because Harry and Meghan have literally said, even in the docu-series, where the reason that they suggest of paying it back was for, they could still be working as working royal, but because the tabloid in the UK were making a fuss about, this is how much the taxpayers were paying for renovating. So to remove that aspect, okay, so they don't get into their private business, they suggested of paying it back so they could leave them alone. Then the tabloid come up with something else, some nonsense after another. Yeah, I guess because they suggested, they didn't ask them to, because they suggested that they should pay it back. I guess they have no room to wiggle and said, give my money back or something. They had to repay the renovation because they had been paid for in good faith out of the sovereign grant. This was because of their role as working boss. Because remember, the Queen was alive at that time, but the tabloids were in the case. They want access, if you're receiving taxpayers' money, they paid, the taxpayers pay for the Frogmore and all of this. They're renovating this, they're renovating that. So Harry and Meghan, they talk about it on the docu-series, all right, to leave them alone so they don't have to be burdened by their private life to give access to the tabloid. They suggested to pay. Now, this is just BS here, all right? They're making as they go. These people here, the haters, this was because of their role as working royal. If they had paid for the renovation out of their own pocket from the outset, I agree monies should be repaid. All right, let's see here. They didn't have to repay it. The property were on the list to be renovated before it was given to them by the Queen. Harry and Meghan paid for changes inside in the beginning. It did cost $2.4 million for renovation, which they paid back and more. Okay, they will have never had to repay it if they stayed at working members of the... No. It's because... wow. This is what happened when people don't pay attention. They're trying to rewrite history. However, they chose to leave, which was obvious was the best. Nah. This person is a hater. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And Harry and Meghan make reference to that on the docu-series on Netflix. They chose to leave, which was obvious what was best for their family. However, taxpayers' money was subsequently repaid by virtue of leaving. That's the only point I'm making. No. Let me see who responded to that. Okay, I understand what you are saying, and all I'm saying is that Harry never had to repay for the renovation. That's right. He paid for it because he didn't want to give the tabloid and the royal family something to hold over their head forever. They had already started beating him down over it. Yep, that's exactly that. That's what I was aware of. All right, so these people are rewriting history. Okay. So not only did Charles take away their security, he now takes away the home in the UK. What kind of a father is he? Like, really disgraceful. I mean, his time will come. That's all. His time will come. All right, King Charles, because these people are living on hate. Their fan base are on hate. When you start doing things they don't like, what do you think is going to happen to you? Just look at what's happening between Dominion and Rupert Murdoch. And then now, because Rupert Murdoch admitted, they were, spreading lies, now Trump get in his case. This is the same blueprint, the same scenario that's going to happen. We don't need to have a rocket scientist mind to know this is eventually that's what will happen. All right, let's see here. King Charles Oku lives up to his reputation. He responded to Spare as a monarch, not as a father. Tells you all you need to know about the dysfunction of the family. Okay, it's not cool. It costs efficient. All right, if you think so, whatever. Okay, I don't know why we are beating the bush here. He doesn't want his son, daughter-in-law, and above all mixed-race grandchildren to have a home in the UK. He took away their security. Their house belongs to the crown. Thus, they should refund the 2.4 million that was used for renovation. I believe so too. Yeah, if they should return that money, because this was the whole premises of that. All right, because these people all about money. The crown, the UK, and all of that. I don't know. There must be something Harry and Meghan must bring forefront if they cannot use that the house when they go over there. So give the money back. I think this is a very good discussion. I agree on that as well. How can Harry and Meghan be evicted from a house they rarely ever live in and have moved all furniture out of? I'm happy Chucky did this because now Harry and Meghan have no reason to ever travel to the UK for longer than they should, and also they can now purchase a second home in the States. A win-win. All right, I have some other things about that I'm not gonna say. Okay, we have always known the plan is to make it impossible for them to come back to the UK because that makes it awful obvious how lacking others are. Diana will get her revenge from the grave. Just sit back and watch. I believe so too. Alright, so let's move on because I have more tweet regarding that, and I believe I made a comment about this. I'm waiting for it until I get to it. Next tweet. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I forgot one more thing. Okay, there's me here responded to that. All right, so there's my comment here. I don't know about anyone else. In my humble opinion, glad KFC3 make it loud and clear that Harry and Meghan don't have to create excuses to not show up, meaning the coronation. KFC3 and the bunch will get their day soon. Good news in my view. No more around the bush. We all are witnessing history. Everyone is documenting it. We're not leaving it for anyone to rewrite. All right, so that's what I'm saying. I'm glad they're making it loud and clear, so Harry and Meghan don't need to create any excuses to not come to the coronation. All right, they're making this nonsense and public. Oh, we much love, we all of this. This is the facade, the things that people want to hear, but in the background they're doing exactly what they really want to do. Okay? So that's my response to that, and I went over it already. Let's go to the next tweet. Alright, so this is Peter Hunt. Still the same topic about Frogmore. Much of the UK media will portray this eviction as a righteous act by a strong king. It's anything but. Instead of building bridges, the head of state is touching them. Hey, people with good mind understand that, but nope. They want to be cruel and tough and all of that, but when their turn comes, you're gonna say, where are they going to go? Because eventually the taxpayer is gonna say, we need everything that they live in is theirs. All right, but you have Harry and Meghan, who's the only one who pay for it. Hey, let's see here. He retweeted this from BBC News. Prince Harry and Meghan have been requested to vacate their UK base of Frogmore Cottage. The couple spokesperson confirmed. All right, so there's that. Peter, oh Peter, we need to have a drink. Okay, evictors. Simon, oh Simon, we do. Who is this? Who is that? Journalist, broadcast, Prince, Trust, ambassador. Okay, so this is one of the good-minded people over there. All right, let's see here. Peter Hunt, stop being pathetic. He's responding to all of them. Margaret, stop using black capitals. Thank you. Okay. His reign will be the last one. Mark my word. The monarchy will end with him. His mother didn't trust him to lead because she knew exactly who he was and is an unfit leader. Because he's listening to those people who's maneuvering him. All right, he thinks just because people around him are saying yes sir, these are the good people, they're giving him things that he wants to hear, and he thinks this is a good thing. But it's almost like when you look at in Russia, the people, the good one left already. The one who have the good sense, they left already. They don't want to be part of this nonsense. But those who fail to listen and see reality, all right, they think, they're talking positive about the leader and all of that. Before you know it, the war is gonna be at their front door. They won't even know what to do. All right, I just read this. Harry has banished himself. I wish him and Meghan happy life in the USA. Okay, the Montecito duo do not live in the UK. Yes, but people who follow the news understand what's going on, because still the only reason, okay, well, I will say two reasons. The two reasons why Harry wanted to keep Frogmore, okay, one was because he was there's a term for it, where he could speak on behalf of the queen if something were to happen to the queen or whatever. But now the queen died, okay, so this option is no longer needed. The other option as well was the fact that he still does business in the UK. There's still some charities, not with the crown, but him personally. There's still some stuff that he does in the UK. So when he goes to the UK, that's where he will go, all right, as his home base. But guess what happened now? They take it away from him, and those charities that he used to represent for the crown, he no longer does that. So I could see why the crown wants to do that, to remove Frogmore away from him. But at the same time, remember the first tweet that I read from Omid is that due to security reason, Frogmore was the only place where it is under the protection of security. So they ripped that off from him, where he no longer have that access anymore. So if he is in the UK, he will have to somehow, go somewhere, I guess, buy his own home or do something privately, so where the security is no longer there. But then again, I don't know. So many things. But let me read some of those comments and move on to the next one. Okay, Montecito duo do not live in the UK. Alright, so the second reason, I don't know if I brought it up, the second reason was because of businesses. Okay, that's why he wanted to keep Frogmore. But he no longer patronages for charities, but he does these things privately. This is where things, the motto come, service is universal, where he could do it any place he wants. So now he's just giving a reason he no longer need to be in the UK. All right, like for instance, when he goes and do things for Well Child and all of that, he doesn't need to go there anymore because the security is no longer there. They're making it very hostile for him. All right, so I don't know. I don't want to say things to give people ideas. The more obstacles they throw at Harry and Meghan, the tighter they hold to each other. Way to go, royal family, for helping them keep their vows to stay together for better or worse through good times and bad. God bless and keep them. Right, this man and woman haven't changed since they destroyed Diana. He's destroying 70 years of good memories of the queen in 6 short months. She and Phillips are probably rolling in their graves. Okay, 100%. King Charles is, there's that word. He should refund the £2.4 million that was spent for refurbishing of Frogmore Cottage. All right, let's see here. There's a screenshot. After this, whatever we see here, I'm gonna move on. Let the Commonwealth see the truth. Let America see it too. All right, so let me go into this. All right, and then I'm gonna move on. Let's see here. King Charles. Okay, I read that. Some information on this website may be out of date following the death of Queen Elizabeth. Okay, Buckingham Palace largely empty due to COVID-19. Okay, so let's focus on the one that highlighted. The report included a £2.4 million payment from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to reimburse the sovereign grant for expenditure incurred on the refurbishment of Frogmore Cottage, most of which was recognized as income in the year. Okay, so they already put it on, they documented that. So now this is what people are saying: give them back the money. Because now you're evicting them, give them back the money. That's exactly that. Let's see here. Buckingham Palace to undergo essential 370 million refurbishment. The Queen has been awarded 66% pay raise to fund a 369 million pound 10 years refit of Buckingham Palace after the Prime Minister and Chancellor agreed. Okay, did the taxpayer for Windsor Castle? The cost of the repairs was around £36.5 million. The cost for repair and restoration was met by charging the public for empty the Windsor Castle and by opening Buckingham Palace for admission. In addition, Queen Elizabeth contributed £2 million of her own money, and she agreed to start paying income taxes. How could she paid with her own money when she's receiving? Oh my God, I don't know. She's receiving money, but she's paying with her own money. I don't know. I don't know. They moved out years ago. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I don't know. When are people going to open their eyes? I don't know. I think the UK owe Harry and Meghan some money now. Now that they're making the crown, the sovereign is making it loud and clear that they need to move out. All right. So anyway, next tweet. The Sussexes are the only members of the royal family who can afford the houses they live without having to grovel to Charles and Camilla, a woman they all despise. There is no amount of money or big blue sapphire ring that is worth the price of your dignity and self-respect. That's for sure. Okay? There has to be such a relief for them. I can't even imagine how it must feel to be free of those abusive crazes. Yep, like I said in one of my response is that now they don't need to make excuses to not come to the coronation. So if Harry and Meghan, they're really making it difficult for, well, if I will not say difficult, all right, in a way I would say they're making it easy. It's almost like they want them to come to the coronation, you know, saying it to the public. Oh, we want them to come. We want to invite them. And at the same time, they're making it difficult for them. So if Harry and Meghan were to come, okay, nobody will know. They should not tell anybody and where they're going to stay. And I don't know. Can you imagine if Harry and Meghan decided to show up? But anyway, that would be like a blow in their face. Oh, my God. The sad thing is that Diana gave her sapphire ring to Harry, who then gave it to his brother. That was the thing that we thought, but this is a lie. And at the beginning, I felt this was the truth. What is it? It was the butler who made that story up, but it's not true, because Harry debunked that and how do you call this? And in the docuseries, Meghan is much more deserving of that ring than Kate. That ring is freaking it's not good. It's a haunted. It's I can't think of the word right now. All right, let's see here. None of them have any dignity nor the ability to earn their own way, so groveling is the only option they have. Okay, the royal family does have investment, income, money, etc. that isn't tied to the crown and people's taxes. Princess Charlotte is actually more wealthy than her brother because she has a load of paid sponsorship as a fashion icon. But I agree with your sentiment. Really? Who? I didn't know about that. Well, I don't follow them for me to know there's that, huh? I don't know. Nice reminder of what they're going through. It's crazy how it has come to this. Yep, because of pettiness, jealousy. And I think also, this is the thing here. The squad talk a lot, all right? They talk a lot on Twitter and all, you know, social media. So I think these royal family pay too much attention to what is going on social media. You see, I have a video every single day about things that the squad are talking on social media. Very rarely, once in a while, Harry and Meghan they do something and then they report it and it becomes fact and then we talk about it. But the squad are constantly, they bring out old pictures, God knows for how long, when it was taken, and they put a caption under the picture and they create a conversation. Okay? And then squad will be squad. They talk shit, they talk crazy, they talk sense. You know, we have conversation. This is what's good about this group here. We create conversation. There's people talking about nails, there's talking people about hair, you name it. Many of them I don't talk about because I don't have anything to say because I'm not really a fashion person. But the royal family, I think, follow the squad and then they truly believe this is what Harry and Meghan are talking about. And then they're making it difficult. And sometimes Harry and Meghan don't even come out for months. And then Harry and Meghan are trending. Why? Because the squad are talking about it. But the royal family are really crazy. Yeah. So they're taking it at heart. All right. And none of them are happy. Instead of moving on with their own lives, they're attempting to upset Harry and Meghan. Not going to happen. I fear it will get worse when Charles and Camilla are crowned. All Wisteria knows how to do is climb. Amen. Wonder what the upkeep is on this charming little 120 plus room cottage is. Okay, Bagshot Park, home of the Wessex. This is what I'm saying. Once they chase them out, these are gonna be museum. Amen. Can I get an amen? There's the clap. There is no amount of money or big blue sapphire. Okay, I read this. Somebody probably retweeted that. Okay, this reminder: Meghan is the only self-made millionaire in that family. All right, well said. Let's go to another one. I just found out YouTube just what is it? Some videos I'm gonna redo. I'm gonna take down and then redo again because they just put the copyright in that. All right, this one, for some reason, this squatty, whenever I click on it, I cannot see the image, but I took a screenshot of it and I will share it with you what this tweet says. But right now I cannot see it because I'm recording. So these are the comments responding to that. And I believe, and I think I showed it on my community board. Let me see if I could spot it on my community board. Let's go on my community board. So I could see it right now. Community board, not that. It's in one of those images. Is it that? Let's see. This is it. This is the tweet. All right, but for some reason I cannot see it. This is what it said. Oh no, whatever will Harry and Meghan do? All right, Charles evicted Harry and Meghan from Frogmore Cottage. Oh, this is another tweet that I bookmarked, but this is the tweet. All right. Oh no, whatever Harry and Meghan to do. All right, so these are the pictures of Montecito home. All right, so let's go back. This is the tweet which I cannot see, but when I click on it, I cannot see it. I don't know. She does something where I cannot see it. But now we could see the comments under it. There's that. There's the laugh. Okay, I know, right? That's them BQ. They had them living in over there. There's that. All right. Now, because I want to see you live with being harassed for breathing like they can't leaving their house half the time. But okay. All right. And with all those bathroom too. There's the laugh. Oops, Harry and Meghan are doing just fine. I agree. Lily Godfather will always ensure she'll live in splendor. There's that. Okay, Craigslist, start searching. Oh no, where will they live? There's the squad making fun of it. All right, there's that. I know that's commercial here. I live there. I will never come back to that old ugly house. All right, there's that. They'll live happily ever after. Live in luxury. That's what. Fact, I wouldn't fly 18 hours away from this for toxic mother effers either. You think they could afford that without the Oprah Winfrey, Netflix, show, books, etc.? Their wealth and fame is based on trashing the royal family. You wanna think so? Fine. But they're working hard. What about Harry's book who's just making record? Alright? Even though he still donates some portion of it. What about the Netflix deal? Alright? So this takes work. What about the Spotify? All right, they're talking about their own thing, their own experiences. All right, no, they weren't paid for the Oprah Winfrey interview. And I talk about this. I don't think it's in this channel, probably on Pure YTE. What happened is that in the US, when you do interview, it's not like in the UK, all right, where they pay you to say nonsense. In the US, to get true, honest from people you interview, to pay them. All right. So whatever you get out of them, it's what it is. They're not talking for money. All right. Nope. They weren't paid for the Oprah Winfrey interview. The book earned them money because it's good, and Netflix doc as well. They told their side of their story, and why not? Everyone else has made money off of them by making up crap with no input from them. Well done, Harry and Meghan. Okay, that's quite responding. Nope. Okay, you mean telling the truth just like Diana all those years ago and nothing changes? Okay, good. That family needs to be trashed. Okay, stupid bigot. Oprah doesn't pay for interviews. Would you afford anything without your job? You do know that Netflix, books, etc. are jobs. That's millions of people around the world do to be able to buy houses, cars, etc. Shaking my head. Get a life and education. Alright, so that's that. Alright, let's go to the haters have to input their nonsense and thinking that the squad's gonna let it go. Alright, next tweet. And this is the second part that was bookmarked under this. Oh, where is it? Oh, did I see it? Okay, Charles evicted Harry. I think that was that. Yeah, there it is here. All right. Charles evicted Harry and Meghan from Frogmore Cottage and gave it to Andrew. OMG, they must be so devastated. So when it came on my timeline, this tweet and the other one, which I cannot see, which I had to go on my community board to show you, this one, this is how it appear on top of each other. So I was able to see it when it come on my timeline, but once I click on it, I cannot see the image. All right, so that's what happened here, but this one I could. All right, so there's that one here. Harry and Meghan literally packing and moving out in 2020. Let's look at the pictures. Oh my goodness, she looks so cute looking at with this picture. Look at them. Yep, that was on docuseries, the Netflix docuseries. They're moving out. Damn, she still look good in this as well. Just being herself, they click, 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 and she still look good. My goodness, can you imagine that? They made her. I mean, this is something that it's a huge baggage for God. They made her leave her work, interfere into her job, okay, telling producers and writers how to manage that thing because she was dating Harry. She wasn't even married. She didn't even marry Harry yet. All right, made her close Tig. I wasn't aware of that. Is the squad, okay, and she was making money off of that as well. Any source of income that Meghan was making, they made her shut it down. This is very sinister of them, okay? So they wanted her to be in need of them. Anything that she was making money off by herself, they made her shut it down. If anybody doesn't see the cruelty in that, I don't know what is. Because this is very cool. And now, to put insult to injury, they, making it public, they evicting them. This is the thing that they wanted. All right, when Harry and Meghan decided to not be a working royal, they remember from the get-go, before Meghan got into the picture, from my understanding, because Charles wanted to slam down the monarchy. Remember that, okay? So this was the thing that was gonna be set forward. Now, when they were making things difficult for Harry and Meghan, they wanted to be the one to do what they're doing now, to kick them out. But what happened is that Harry and Meghan have already did that themselves. They left. So they got upset about that because they wanted to humiliate them. So Harry and Meghan had already left. So they don't have anything else to humiliate them of. So they're making this public now, but it's just to save a face or something. But at the end of the day, they, in my humble opinion, they're going to have to pay Harry and Meghan back. If they're making it seem like they're the one who's kicking them out, so now they need to give that money back because they're not there anymore. But it is very sinister of them because they made her leave everything behind, things that she could make money, because she could still be working. Well, they didn't. There's another aspect of it. They didn't even consider her a working royal. Remember when she was looking for help for mental health, they didn't even know what to do because they didn't even consider her as a working royal. Okay, they made her leave everything behind, but yet they didn't want to consider her as working royal. Again, baggage for God. Okay, this is a different language. Let's go to the next tweet. I'm probably gonna create another video focusing on Frogmore still. Okay, there's my response to that. I bookmarked it because I tweeted out because I think I could not respond to it. All right, you are not. So pretty much what happened here, Harry and Meghan literally packing and moving out in 2020. So me responding to that, knowing that Charles evicting them as if we didn't know. So this is my response. You are not supposed to believe your own eyes. Trust them to tell you what to see. It's not Meghan packing up. It's the fairy godmother. LOL. I was just making fun of it. 18 people like it and 6 retweet. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. We all know that Harry and Meghan gave them back that cottage and removed their belongings last year when they came for the Jubilee. The British media even wrote about seeing removal trucks at the cottage. Why print all this nonsense now? Too much attention on the upcoming coronation. Yeah, that's probably that too. Alright, there's me here. Agreed, which I mentioned already. Agreed. It crossed my mind a while back because I don't see any reasons for them to go back anymore. The two important people Harry care about are gone, which is the Queen and Prince Philip. Frogmore is no use to them. Everything else they want to do can be done remotely. So yeah, I agree with you 100%. And 2 people like it. Okay, Harry and Meghan must have told them they weren't going to the coronation, so they're trying to hurry and quit before they get fired. That's probably true. Okay, of course they all knew, but they just love using them to distract people from the unfavorable headlines. Yeah, because weeks after weeks it's negative headline from from Charles because you have people saying not my king and this and that. So they're trying to, I don't know, whatever goes in their head, you could never understand. Okay, the Wags will spend this story evermore. The more the arch nemesis brother moves to Adela Cottage, no, Harry will not renew the lease. That's right, Harry and Meghan aren't coming for the coronation. That's what I'm thinking, and the palace is angry. They really think this will make Charles look good. Alright, I think you might be right. Alright, how can you evict a tenant who has already left? Then the same papers tell us they saw and photographed removal van during the Jubilee. Then we see those tenants packed up their stuff in the Netflix documentary, who will be upset about leaving a servant's quarters for a mansion. That's what the squad were making fun of. That tweet I cannot see. Alright, exactly. Can't see how ridiculous they look of reporting that crap. Remember, it's click. They want click, that's all. Then again, it's British media, so we shouldn't expect anything else. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. We're not falling for the okie dokie. And Harry and Meghan play chess. Those others are playing shoots and ladders. That's right, exactly. There's this interview airing tonight. We heard Colbert. Okay, really? I wasn't aware. There's that. There's this. Okay, after this, that's it. I'm gonna do a prayer because I'm gonna stop this video and create another one. They are once again trying to deflect from the fact that they are flapping big time. Yep. Okay, I told ya, Omid is not totally on the up and up. Alright, he's being acting funny since Harry called him a liar and spare. Okay, I don't know. He's quoting anonymous friends. Their friends go on record. Why then he contacted their spokesperson? Interesting. Okay, I'm not aware of this. I've been a little bit not too active lately, even though now I'm still recording. I'm not 100%. You won't believe how many cough I cut in this video, because every now and then I keep on coughing. Okay, I'm still not 100%. Okay, and unrelated news, I love your profile description. Okay, there's that. Okay, I covered this already. I went into it. What was the description? What did she say? Oh, okay, that's that. All right, let's do a prayer. Prayer for what? The word prosperity came to mind, so let's do that. Prayer for prosperity. Usually I have a hard time to come up with something to pray for, but prosperity, let's just keep prosperity. Prayer for prosperity, financial blessing and abundance of. Lord, bless me with prosperity, guide me in wise financial decision, open doors of opportunity for me, provide for my needs and the needs of my family. All right, let's look for an image. Let's do I wanted to do this one, but I think I'm gonna have a hard time reading it. Okay, prayer for prosperity, Father God, I ask for your blessing on my life and the lives of my family. I pray that you will remove the sting of sickness and disease from those attached to me. Believe me, I need it right now. I pray that you will increase my influence amongst your people. Lord, I may be able to glorify you more. I pray for abundance and prosperity in my home, in my church, in my career, and in my family. I know you are able to abundantly above which I ask or think. I thank you in advance. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And I will put a link in my description of my next channel as a backup of a backup, because certain things are starting to happening on this channel. I feel like I should start create backup. All right, and hopefully I could go back to PYTE. That's my main thing, but I'm waiting after the coronation, okay, to file back with what do you call this? Maybe I should remove it and put it. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do that to start creating. That's what I'll do. Okay, I just thought about that. There's 2 videos I have on PYTE that I need to make public. I was waiting for the coronation. I'm gonna remove them and then upload it on that new backup channel, and then maybe next month or something, when I'm able to file back for the monetization for PYTE, and see if they'll do something about it. All right, so that's it. Thank you for your support.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
You are all in this together, and